These are the most important things that happened in February 2025. The Minecraft movie's final trailer drops, but many people are paying more attention to the leaked collector's items. Popcorn containers, drink cups, and this. Domino's releases a pepperoni-scented perfume for Valentine's Day called Eau de Passion. Kendrick Lamar performs at the Super Bowl, marking the most viewed halftime performance of all time with 133 million live viewers. A sequel to Avatar and The Legend of Korra is announced to be in production, called Avatar 7 Havens. Let's just hope it's better than the Netflix live action. Apple announces the new iPhone 16e, priced at just $599. The EU permits up to 4% UV-treated mealworm powder in food products such as bread, cheese, and pasta. Neymar returns to his Brazilian football home club, Santos. Magic the Gathering reveals that their next Universes Beyond set will be Avatar: The Last Airbender. They say it'll be legal to use the cards in regular matches. A$AP Rocky receives a not guilty verdict for the assault trial where he was accused of shooting at his childhood friend. Xbox reveals that they will no longer focus on making Xbox exclusive games, opting for games that can be played on multiple different consoles. Invincible Season 3 begins airing. Francesco Ravella, the creator of Nutella, passes away at the age of 97. Rest in peace, our delicious hero. Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori made an appearance at the Grammys, and it was definitely interesting. Google and Apple Maps changed the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America for people within the US, with plans to make it global in the future. The Super Bowl takes place and the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs 22-40. The New Orleans Pelicans host a baby crawling race. I'd just like to know where I can bet on this. Monster Hunter Wilds is released, and the concurrent player count on Steam alone passes 1 million players within only 7 hours. This is the 8th game to ever reach over 1 million concurrent players on Steam, and this isn't even considering PlayStation and Xbox players. The McDonald's Shamrock Shake and Oreo Shamrock McFlurry return. Yummy! TikTok is sued by the parents of 4 British kids who allegedly died doing a viral trend known as the Blackout Challenge. The challenge consists of teenagers trying to hold their breath for as long as possible. Songwriter and producer Babyface gets ditched for Chappell Roan during his Grammys interview. A kayaker in Chile is briefly swallowed by a humpback whale before he's spit out again. The Fantastic Four: First Steps drops its first teaser trailer. OF model Bonnie Blue, who supposedly slept with over 1,000 men in a day, is forced to remove the video from her OF due to not being able to verify the ages of all participants. Known for their Red vs. Blue series, Rooster Teeth is brought back from the dead, with one of its original founders purchasing the company a year after it closed down. The first ever 4 nations hockey face-off takes place, with Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the US participating. After initially losing to America, Canada beat the US in the finals and won the championship. Related to this, in the first game between the US and Canada, multiple fistfights broke out very early into the match. Anime convention Katsucon is evacuated after a pipe burst above some booths. The venue claims it was wastewater from their dishwashers, but even if it was sewage, it was likely a much needed shower for many people present. One Piece collaborates with the LA Lakers for a game night against the Clippers. They released some merch alongside this event, and I can't lie, it's looking pretty nice. Anthony Starr wins a Saturn Award for his performance as Homelander on The Boys. Massive protests are carried out in Serbia, calling for a change in leadership and an end to corruption. The protests were organized 3 months after a concrete canopy at a railway station collapsed and killed 15 people. After 50 years, the New York Yankees players and staff are given permission to grow facial hair, with the caveat that they must be well groomed. 88-year-old Pope Francis is briefly in critical condition due to pneumonia. Doctors are unsure how his condition will progress. Kendrick Lamar becomes the first rapper to achieve 100 million monthly listeners on Spotify. A game about digging a hole, yes, that's the name of the game, is released. And although it sounds dumb, people are loving it. It's announced that Skype is shutting down on May 5th. Donald Trump orders 25% tariffs on all exports from Mexico and Canada, except oil and energy. Both Mexico and Canada respond with tariffs of their own, thus postponing the 2-day trade war on February 3rd. A man tries to climb over the White House fence and is swiftly apprehended. Cynthia Erivo is cast as Jesus in the musical Jesus Christ Superstar, sparking outrage from some religious groups due to her being a queer woman. However, the secular retelling of Jesus' last days is known for being controversial in general, so it's pretty on brand for the musical. Crocs collaborates with Minecraft and releases a themed collection. they honestly just kinda look like camo Crocs. Crocs also announces Dragon Ball themed Crocs. When will it end? Honda and Nissan cancel their proposed $60 billion merger. The Tate brothers are permitted to leave Europe and proceed to fly to the US. They're still on trial and will likely be summoned back to Romania. The Shrek 5 teaser trailer drops. Who let the memesters cook? Repulse God, a Fortnite player who won $10,000 during a tournament, is caught cheating and forced to donate his prize money to charity. On top of that, he's publicly scolded like a little boy and sentenced to uploading an apology video. Chess Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen signs with Team Liquid. Donald Trump signs an executive order to end the enforcement of paper straws. Actress Michelle Trachtenberg passes away at the age of 39 following a liver transplant. Clone Robotics reveals Protoclone, a faceless robot that has synthetic muscles, over 500 sensors, and is extremely creepy. Just look at it dangling there. GameStop stops offering pre-orders on Pokemon card products in order to curb resellers. Finally, actual kids will be able to buy some cards. Hooters is reportedly working on a bankruptcy plan. The final part of Cobra Kai premieres on February 13th. Finally, some real news coming out of Britland. Mommy Pig goes on Good Morning Britain and announces that she's pregnant with her third piglet. Congratulations to Peppa's mom! Marvel Rivals lays off all its employees from its Seattle branch, making many people wonder how such an immensely successful game can't retain core employees. A Delta Airlines flight lands upside down, with all 80 people on board surviving. This prompts Delta to offer passengers $30,000 with no strings attached, meaning it won't affect any compensation acquired through legal action. Sentinels enter the Marvel Rivals esports scene. Simultaneously, Sentinels get sent home early at Valorant Masters in Bangkok after an exceptionally embarrassing performance. It's announced that the Hatsune Miku movie, which debuted in Japan in January, will be coming to North American theaters in spring. Pokemon Day passes, and a new arena-style game called Pokemon Champions is announced. Am I the only one who thinks the trailer's really cool? Apple removes its highest security protocol for UK users, meaning the UK government can request access to people's messages and camera roll if they're backed up to iCloud. The Lilo & Stitch movie is announced during the Super Bowl in a pretty creative way. That's it for this video. Let us know what you think and subscribe if you want to see more. Please, please, please,